A San Angelo man has been arrested for allegedly throwing a baby. We'll have all the brutal details. Plus, a local pastor joins the show to talk about becoming a man for Christ. I'm Yantis Green, and this is Live. Today's news is brought to you by Myers Drug. Ladies, when you can get footwear that is not only comfortable but stylish, where do you go? Booties are popular now because, as the ladies say, they're really cute and comfortable too. Myers Drug and Boutique has Blowfish Malibu and Very G brand booties in all styles and sizes and colors in stock now. New versions of booties are arriving almost daily. Myers Drug is more than just a drugstore. It's the best gift shop anywhere and is open from 9 to 6 daily and on Saturday from 10 to 2. Myers Drug is located in the center of historic downtown San Angelo at the corner of Beauregard and Chadbourne, or you can check them out at myersdrug.com. Breaking this afternoon, San Angelo's main animal adoption agency, Concho Valley Paws, over the Labor Day weekend, issued an open letter to the citizens of San Angelo, blaming them in part for the city's continued animal problems. Over the last week, the San Angelo Animal Shelter was forced to close down due to a cockroach infestation and the treatment of that infestation. That was just one of a number of problems in the past year that has caused issues for animals at the shelter. Somehow, many people on social media blamed Concho Valley Paws for the issues, and that is simply not the case. In the letter, Paws said that because of their recent beratement, they expect the leadership of the city to cap the number of animals allowed at the shelter. Another thing they expect is the end of the no-kill initiative. They also say that this won't fix the problem of people refusing to spay and neuter their pets. To end the letter, they said that maybe the naysayers were right all along. San Angelo can never be a no-kill community because not enough people care. However, those that do care will not stop fighting to save pets' lives. One person was sent to the hospital Tuesday morning after they crashed their car on North Bryant Boulevard. According to San Angelo police, at the scene at around 9 o'clock this morning, officers were dispatched to the intersection of North Bryant and 29th Street for the report of a major crash. The crash involved a Cadillac and a Buick. Police say that the vehicles were headed in opposite directions on Bryant Boulevard. The Cadillac attempted to turn left onto 29th Street and crashed into the Buick. The driver of the Buick was taken to the hospital by ambulance, and the driver of the Cadillac was cited for failure to yield while turning left. And a San Angelo man has been arrested for allegedly shaking and throwing a baby. On August 17th, the child's mother left the 3-year-old in the care of the defendant, Samuel Jeter. When the woman returned to pick up the child, she noticed red marks around the child's left eye and that her child was not responsive and was having trouble breathing. The woman immediately took the child to Shannon Medical Center, where the infant had to be intubated and received emergency medical care. A doctor said the child had fluid on the front of its brain and contusions around its left eye. In an interview with Jeter, he stated that the child started screaming and he tried to get the infant to stop. Jeter became more and more frustrated and threw the child in the air twice. He said that he caught it the first time, but on the second throw, the child fell through his arms and hit him in the nose. Jeter said that he had read that shaking a baby was dangerous, so he was not shaking the baby. Jeter was arrested Friday and is currently in jail with a $150,000 bond. And the rain sure was nice last week, but it seems that it has come and gone. As for the next 7 days, expect the weather to be sunny and clear. Temperatures will be in the mid-90s all week, with the hottest day on Wednesday. Lows at night will be in the 70s. And the winter's blizzards have had a strange season so far that they lost of course, a teammate who died in a crash. Last week they went to overtime in the downpouring rain in El Dorado. Both weeks had their challenges, so we sat down with Winters coaches to find out what they've learned about their team. And we'll go to James Bellini for that report.
The Winters Blizzards got a wild win over El Dorado in overtime. Not only was the game delayed, but it went to overtime, where Winters quarterback Chris Martinez squeezed the pass over two Eagles defenders to number 23 Aiden Bryant for the win, 18-12. Coach McCarty said it's important to carry momentum over, but not let it interfere with your preparation for next week against San Angelo TLCA. During practice on Monday, McCarty reminded his players that TLC is a bigger school, so the Blizzards must continue to focus on executing in games. Going back to week 1, Winters hosted the Cross Plains Buffaloes, who lost senior Ryan Hopkins to a car crash. Coach McCarty told me that some things are just bigger than football, and the Winters Blizzards raised about $1,500 to $2,000 for the Hopkins family. The Winters Blizzards take on the TLCA Eagles, who lost last week to Odessa Compass 7-6, so they're sure to be hungry for a win.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo. Welcome back to the show. We have a very special guest. It's a recurring guest on the show now. I've been here twice now. It's Mr. Trey Holmes. Trey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you today,
I guess,
Matt?
I said Mr. Trey Holmes, but today it's going to be more of Pastor Trey Holmes.
I'm here as pastor of Community Hills Christian Church.
There you go.
Today.
Last time you were here, we talked about, you coming to San Angelo and what you've been doing here and all this other kind of stuff. And we touched on it a little bit, but now I wanted to dig kind of deep into it. You are the pastor of Community say this again?
Community Hills Christian Church.
I almost said College
Yes,
Hills.
sir.
That's what it is. It's Community Hills Christian Church.
There is a College Hills Road here.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're Community Hills, and we're off Knickerbocker, 3309 Knickerbocker,
In
right
between
beside
the
the Burger King
and
the vet's office.
Yes,
That's right.
I remember that from last time. And also, what I remembered is one thing y'all are known for is your signs.
Yeah,
and
the-
just because
the
you said that,
signage.
now every time I go down Knickerbocker, I can't help but and I've never noticed it before.
Marketing
but now you're
works.
Like, yeah,
Marketing
but you
works.
said it, yeah, and I swear I've been looking at it ever since.
Yeah.
So today, what we're here to talk about, though, is we're here to talk about this right here. At the church.
Do you want me to hold it up?
You can
Yeah.
hold it up right
Okay.
there. At the church, we're going to be having a men's Bible study.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're calling it the Warriors Roundtable.
Okay.
And really what it is, in society today, we have this idea that Christian men are supposed to be emasculated. But God really calls us to be warriors for his kingdom. And he calls himself a warrior. You can read in the Proverbs and the Psalms, he talks about breaking bars of bronze, strengthening arms for bows, and really fighting the good fight in the New Testament, the spiritual battles that we fight. And so we want to reinforce that idea for men, not just reinforce it, but welcome that. And so we're starting a Warriors Roundtable to place any man can come. Christian, member of Community Hills, maybe you're somebody that's curious about Christianity and you want to be able just to check it out. You're welcome to do that. Come join us. We're doing this, and I might be getting ahead of you here, but I'm going to go ahead and make
Go for it. Just keep going.
Yeah,
Go off.
so we're doing this Bible study because a lot of us, too, as we were talking about before we started filming, a lot of us hear the preacher say on Sunday, and I say this as a guy that's sat in a pew for a long time before I was a pastor.
Okay.
And you hear about following Jesus and accepting him as your Lord and Savior and all that. But the practical aspects, what does that really look like? Because we know there's some things like, yeah, you go to church, yeah, you pray, things like that. But what does it look like in your daily life? Because God has called men to be leaders. As a matter of fact, I always think of a healthy male, healthy, authentic manhood is the hinge that the door of society turns upon, opens and closes so people can come through. And so we want to reinforce that and show men some practical steps. So we've got this Bible study we're going to do. Tony Evans, it's called the Kingdom Men's Bible Study. It's 6 weeks, and we intentionally kept it at 6 weeks because summer's over.
Yeah.
What's coming up in November?
Deer season.
Well, not just deer season, but that's one season. But we'll
the
all
manly man. The manly man.
We'll all get busy with playoffs,
Football,
deer season, holiday stuff.
You already
happens,
know there's
all
so
that.
yeah.
So 6 short weeks, impactful weeks that you can learn how to be a kingdom man. And so we want to invite every male in San Angelo, from young men to old men, dads, granddads, uncles, single men. We want to be able to serve our community well so that everybody has a place to flourish.
So let me ask you a few questions on this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in society nowadays, I would say right now we are at a point in time where being a masculine man is almost frowned upon. Maybe a lot of the times it's lost in some people. What are some of the specific? I know you maybe can't go into too many specifics, but what are some of the specifics that you would say that this Bible study will bring out that masculinity back and make it okay?
Well, so some of the ways that this Bible study shows us how to be, and I'm going to call it authentically masculine, which doesn't mean you go around, might makes right and being a big bully.
Yeah.
But it means God has designed men to be leaders, to be competitive, to be strong, to look for opportunities. And how do we do that in a way that still honors Christ, where we're not leaving broken relationships behind us, we're respecting women. We are not talking about toxic masculinity.
There you
but
go.
We respect women. We serve our families well. We lead our families.
Right.
Essentially, it comes down to being a good role model for younger men and those around you. Not just in your family, but in society as a whole.
Perfect. Okay, and just to throw some other mentions out there, y'all. This isn't the only Bible study y'all do. Y'all do a couple of other ones.
We do.
Y'all do women's
Okay.
Bible study
So-
and a youth Bible study. And
So
things
we
like
have
that as
some
well.
women's Bible studies. Our youth meet on Sunday nights.
Okay.
They meet up at the church. We have an adult Bible study and a ladies Bible study, and they meet actually in some of our members' homes. The best way to get information on that is to call. You can call me directly at 325-276-2467. That's 325-276-2467. Or you can always check us out on our Facebook page. We have information up there for the Bible studies to sign up, and find a place to get plugged in. And of course,
just go in there.
Yeah, just come on. Come on. I was going to say Sunday mornings at 10:45. We were there. We were there.
All right, perfect. Well, Trey, we really appreciate you coming over. And sometimes I tell guests, if you have anything else that you want to say, you're more than welcome to come back on. You're one of the only people that actually took me up on that offer. So anytime, I promise you, anytime that you have anything that you want to plug.
This won't be the last time.
Perfect.
I'll say that.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, Trey, thanks for coming on, and anytime.
All right. We appreciate you, Matt. Thank you for letting me come on.
Yep, absolutely. All right, back to you guys.
Hey folks, Todd Price from Jim Bass Ford. Have you noticed the last couple of years cars and trucks have been overpriced? Well, not anymore. At Jim Bass, we have a slew of F-150s priced around $4,000 off MSRP. Now, my Uncle Perk used to tell me, Todd, opportunities are never lost. Somebody takes the ones you miss. Don't y'all miss this one. Jim Bass Ford, Houston Hart and Hardin Road, or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
And that's our show for today. Be sure and join us here at the same time tomorrow. We'll have more news. All of the stories today can be found on sanangelolive.com with a lot more details. Thanks for watching.